So recently, I've been seeing a lot of discourse, God, I fucking hate that word, surrounding gatekeeping. And one of the big arguments against gatekeeping, and I fucking hate this argument because it's not just used against gatekeeping, it's used against any form of criticism of any media, anything, any argument, any sort of negativity that you could put out. People will just say, oh, let people enjoy things, as if criticizing something is stopping you from enjoying it, or saying that you are not a fan is stopping you from enjoying something. Just because somebody says you're not a fan, doesn't mean you aren't actually a fan. If you believe yourself to be a fan of something, you're probably a fan. Somebody telling you that you're not a fan just means that they don't think you're a fan. It doesn't mean that you're not a fan. It's just their opinion. And frankly, I don't necessarily disagree with the sentiment behind let people enjoy things, because I do think that people should, not try to stop other people from enjoying the things that they enjoy. But the issue is, these people who espouse let people enjoy things are the same people who are trying to stop people from enjoying the things that they enjoy. These are the people trying to censor things like anime or hentai, trying to, change the medium. And that's why, people are trying to gatekeep them out of a certain fandom. Gatekeeping is not used as a way to keep people from enjoying a piece of media or a product or anything like that. It's a way to get people out of a community surrounding that piece of media, because the community surrounding it has certain ideals and certain ways of doing things and a certain culture about them. And when you come into a community and you're new and you don't understand the traditions or the things that unite the community together, and you don't understand the core values that a lot of people in the community share, what you end up with is a bunch of people who come in and try to change things to fit their sensibilities, instead of joining the community because the thing that they enjoy fits their sensibilities. See what I'm trying to say here? It's a matter of intent. Why are you trying to join this community? Is it because you genuinely enjoy the thing that this community is based around? Or is it because you like it on an aesthetic level, but the actual content of it disgusts you and you find problematic? Because if it's the latter option, then you should just not interact with the community. Enjoy the anime or whatever it is that you enjoy. Go ahead. Nobody is stopping you. Nobody wants to stop you from enjoying a piece of media that you enjoy. Go ahead. But don't claim to be a figurehead of the community who has any sort of authority to say what others can enjoy. That's where the issue arises. Let people enjoy things. The hypocrisy on display is astounding. It is ridiculous. Generally, I think gatekeeping is pretty much just the best thing a community can do for its own sake, I guess. The metal community is great about this. A lot of people think metalheads are really toxic or whatever. But in fact, they just have a set of standards that they hold people to. When they say, oh, if you like metalcore, you're not a real metalhead. It's the fact that metalcore isn't metal. And people who are into metalcore trying to claim to be metalheads are basically trying to infiltrate their space, and so they gatekeep those people out. And as a result, the metal community is generally a really good, nice community to be a part of, because you're not dealing with a bunch of people who don't get it. The people you deal with in the metal community are all people who get it, who are into metal because they like what metal has to offer, and not because they like the aesthetics of metal, aka metalcore, and want to infiltrate a space that doesn't really belong to them. Unfortunately, the anime community is one that for a very long time was a group of a bunch of people who were not particularly well liked and they had their interests shunned and sort of seen as being weird and seen as losers for enjoying it. And so one of the big sentiments that a lot of people in the anime community had for a very long time, and I remember seeing this like when I was first getting into anime almost a decade ago, probably a decade ago at this point, was that they wanted more people to enjoy anime. And I think that's a great sentiment because, the more people who enjoy something, the better, I guess. Because, if they're enjoying it for the right reasons, there's only good that can come from that. But the issue is when you try to get other people into anime and you use these really entry-level picks to help usher people in, what you end up with is a group of people who do like the entry-level stuff, the shonen trite. Not that shonen stuff is bad. That's another thing that these people will try to claim the argument the gatekeepers are trying to make is that any of these entry-level works are bad. No, that's not the point. It's just that they're entry-level and that they're super accessible and that they're what everybody knows. And so to say that you're, a part of a community or a fan of something, a part of a fandom, just because you've seen like the 10 most popular things within that, that's where that's coming from. It's not the fact that those are bad. I think I got off the point I was trying to make. I don't even remember what the point I was trying to make is. All right. It was about how anime fans, for the longest time, wanted more people to be into anime. And a lot of anime fans still want this to be the case, despite the fact that anime is pretty wildly popular at this point. What ended up happening was you got a bunch of normies into anime who don't actually like the things that make anime, and instead just like, the normie shit. The shit that fucking normies in Japan enjoy. Because there is a subset of normie anime, and, it's, like I was just saying, it's just shit that's accessible. It's just shit that anybody could enjoy. And it's not that it's not anime. It's not that it's bad anime. And it's not that you can't even be a fan of anime and enjoy those things. It's a matter of, do you enjoy those things because they are popular? Or do you enjoy those things because you genuinely like them? And if you got into them because they were popular and you found that you genuinely liked them, great. But then if you go and see, the thousands of other anime out there that aren't the select few most popular ones that are unproblematic and don't have anything like lolly or sexual content in it, things that anime has had for a very long time, decades, my friend. It's core to anime, the whole sexualization or whatever the fuck they are calling it. It's just a bunch of prudes trying to change shit they don't fucking get. It's people from a culture that is different from the culture that this media originated from, who don't get it, don't want to get it, and put in no effort to understand where the other side is coming from. I get where these people are coming from. I get it. I do. They really do think that they are fans of this thing, and a lot of them, I would say, are probably shonen fans of shonen. To call yourself an anime fan means that you enjoy anime as a whole. It doesn't mean that you enjoy this particular subset of anime, and only that subset of anime. You could be semantic about it and say, well, they're a fan of this anime, and therefore they're an anime fan. But that's fucking retarded. Because that misses the whole point about genre specification. Say you're a shonen fan. Say you enjoy Dragon Ball, fucking Naruto, One Piece, and just, accept it. Accept the fact that you're not really into anime as a whole. You don't have to be. That's not something you should want to be if it's not something you enjoy. If you don't enjoy the things that make anime enjoyable to like a specific crowd that does enjoy it, don't watch it. If you think it's problematic, don't touch it. If you don't like it, look away. You know, it's the internet. Nobody's forcing you to look at anime you don't like. Maybe I haven't done a very good job explaining myself in this video. I get the feeling that this video is a lot of preaching to the choir. Something which I find to be a rather useless endeavor. But, you know, hopefully this will at least get somebody thinking, even if just one person. I don't know.